The costumes from the 2010s teen drama Reign that aired on the CW are vastly superior to the costumes from Bridgerton on Netflix, and here's why. If you ever find yourself making a movie or TV show set in a period of long ago and you have zero budget, look no further than the TV show Reign that aired on the CW in the 2010s for inspiration. This teen drama basically had store credit at Neiman Marcus, a gift certificate to Bloomingdale's, and a friend who worked at David's Bridal. That's an exaggeration, but not by much. I despise inaccurate period piece costumes, and yet this show works for me because they are not trying at all to be historically accurate. What Meredith Markworth Pollock did with such a limited budget is really incredible. They went for high fashion fantasy, and this show really didn't even have the budget to be doing that. This is what Mary Queen of Scots would have been wearing. And this is the kind of stuff Mary Queen of Scots wears in Reign. The ultimate goal for this show was to have something sexy that teenagers would want to watch and would feel at home on the CW with a very limited budget. This show did not have the budget to be making costumes for characters, so they had to just go buy stuff from the store. And it really works for this show, on this network, for this audience, in this context. The show honestly feels weirder when they get stuff historically accurate by accident, which this is in no way historically accurate. There are very few movies and TV shows that are period pieces that are done so well you are not able to pinpoint exactly when they were made in some way. Reign is very much a product of its times and can clearly be pinpointed to 2013 through 2017 just by looking at the clothes and the way they're styled. A perfectly accurate and immersive period piece is going to require a lot of time, money, and research, regardless of the era it's set in. If you don't have the access to money and time, I really recommend you go for something like this, which is just an over-stylized fashion show. In my opinion, the costumes in Reign are so much superior to the costumes in Bridgerton. I find what's going on in Bridgerton to be egregiously unforgivable because this show has a tremendous amount of money. They just choose to spend it poorly. The silhouettes they use for the costumes in Bridgerton are basically the silhouettes from the Regency era. Bridgerton wants to be a spectacle, and for that they rely on the volume of costumes. I personally would give each character far fewer costumes and make sure they're tailored properly. I also don't find the costumes in Bridgerton to be very visually interesting because they use the same dress pattern over and over and over for each character. Each character gets their own unique dress pattern, and that is all they will use, with some minor alterations to the sleeves or the back. Neither Reign or Bridgerton care at all about historical accuracy, but no one who watches Reign thinks it's being historically accurate, which is why I judge it far less harshly. And I personally think Reign shows far more creativity in their costuming, and they make sure everything fits their actors perfectly. Alright, my strange onions, I love you. Have a hug, a cookie, and a juice box. Mwah.